What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling stellar. I feel like I'm off center. I should be like here, which means the table has to be slightly moved. Like, hold on, just bear with me. Just right here. I feel pretty centered. Do you feel pretty centered? Do you feel leveled? Hope you're feeling great wherever you are. Let's go ahead and listen to Nektar. Let's listen to Remember the Future Part 1. We've listened to A Tab in the Ocean, and now we're moving on to their next album, 1973 release, with this track to start off our Long Song Saturday, our exploration of Nektar, Remember the Future. Tab is really, really good. Like, really, really, really good. Pretty good. So we're going to move on with this one. Hope that you guys are excited for it, because you guys are the one who recommended it. Specifically, gotta get your names. Ronaldo Favoretto, Rafael Ferrara, Bob Durwald, Marcus, Heck, John Spirit or Jorn Spirit, Dexter, Ronnie Farnsworth, Freddie Barber, James Paiva, Fender Champ, Dennis Pope. The list goes on and on and on. Can't forget Brad Hernandez. And it just keeps on going. Scrolling. So thank you all so much for the recommendations. Without further ado, let's do with Remember the Future Part 1. Let's go. Hold on, I didn't press it. There we go. That's better. How funky is that? Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay. Woo.
Growing higher, not just space, the bluebird sees in the sea, a new domain.
Ah, you're moving. Great.
Swimming more, came on land, face to wave, grasping hands, thinking kill, never ran, lived in caves, enter man.
That's some heavy stepping. Nice little switch up. That is sweet.
Falling down from heaven, twisted leaves, so twisted, still so strong. After all those lies, I can't see
That's such a beautiful light flash.
the meaning. Twisted
Right?
trees,
That's radiant.
so twisted, spin the wheel of never-ending time. Blessing were the ways of the creatures in the caves who hold the last clue in the life of me and you. They had to fight to make their rights. A bluebird could not stir.
I'm not even looking at the lyrics. Jamming.
Who made you? And who made me?
Jeez, this is good.
All the eyes of the world that look at me. Falling from the saddles, victories, lost battles, spin the wheel of never-ending life. Blessed were the ways of the sinners in the graves who saved the last place in the shade for me and you.
Even that heavier riff has that funk incorporated into it.
Banners into the flesh, already torn. Who made you and me?
Wonderful guitar work. That's beautiful.
Were the eyes of the world that looked at me? I was the first to see it all when rainbow crossed the bridge at dawn. 40 million miles I came to tell this tale, already torn. Who made you and who made me? All the eyes of the world we're looking through.
This is so good. I love this. Every time it comes back to this part, I'm in love. That's so soulful. something. I can't remember what. What other band does this part remind you of? Is it Gong or Caravan? Oh, that's not bothering me. It's the same pattern too. I think it's Caravan. Maybe. That's what I love so break on the drums. With that nice riding guitar riff behind on the left, but then we're getting the keys on the right. Or organ, one of the two. Doesn't it sound like Tangerine Dream? Like Phaedra? It does. Don't lie to me. I hear you popping in. Along with bass. Is that his guitar doing that? we switched up. Now organ becomes a lot more upfront. Erupting into a solo. Collapse the storm. Now what's that they're bringing? Like a synth or a mellotron maybe even? It's being faded in and out. I love that pattern. I'm gonna make an incredibly bold statement, but off of a first listen, Remember the Future Part 1 is perfect. It rivals, listen, it's an opinion, it rivals the other epic greats, the other progressive giants that are out there. That's absolutely incredible. That's brilliant. Tab in the Ocean was really good too, obviously, like really good. But can I tell you that Part 1 of Remember the Future has immediately just... Let me tell you. Let me set the scene for you, okay? Let me set it up a little bit. Right now it's 7:06 p.m. It's Friday night. I got home from work, skipped dinner, probably gonna eat after this. I'm hungry right now. Well, let me put it like this. I was hungry, starving a little bit when I walked in. But I said, you know what? I want to listen to a little bit of music before I settle in for the night, so to speak. I want to... You may not realize it, but this is kind of like my relaxation time. This is my decompression, especially after work. Especially after work. I like to just sit down and listen to the music. I forgot I was hungry. I forgot I was starving. I was about to put off my session tonight to go eat, which is probably the right and healthy thing to do, to be honest. But I said, let me listen to a little bit of music. I want to listen to Remember the Future Part 1. Everyone's been talking about it. I wanted to get to it. And I don't even feel hungry right now, if I'm being incredibly honest. I don't feel it because I am so satisfied from just listening to that song that I'm good. I'm good. I am an aesthetic right now. An ascetic. How do you say it? This was wonderful. And can I tell you, if I had to pick out the member of the band who I was most paying attention to was actually someone, or I should say an instrument that I don't usually pay attention to in the way I'm going to mention. That's actually going to be Roy Albrighton on guitar. And also singing. But just the guitar sound, just the different lengths that it went through here in this track, the diversity of sound that it went through in this track, from funking it up with the bass, which was a really nice opening, totally unexpected, like really unexpected, to floaty and atmospheric in the mid, and then into these blooms of epic majesty about a first third of the way through, getting into some heavy riffing as we got later on. There was just so much sonic diversity in the sound straight from Roy that I couldn't help but pay attention to every single thing that he was doing. Like, you guys know that I usually listen primarily, I can't help it, I listen to like the bass and the drums. Which, yeah, obviously they're banging here as well, especially drums by Ron Howden. But I could not help but listen to Roy because I was just fascinated with what he was doing. Chopping up the lettuce in the beginning with all that funk, then getting down and dirty later on with those nice rock riffs. Just really incredible. And then you also have Alan Taft Freeman on the keyboards and everything. And what I liked about him is that on a first listen, I didn't hear outwardly a lot of keyboard work in the sense of there was nothing flashy. Yeah, there was some leads here. There was a solo moment occasionally. Yeah, you got it. Obviously, you can hear it. But a lot of that was just kind of puts a space in the background and just blooming up and building up the foundations of atmosphere and melody, really, that were being brought, I would say, primarily by the guitar. And I think that was a really good choice. It's something that's not as apparent. And like I said, I would have to listen again to really, really feel the contributions. Well, let me say, to really hear the contributions, because I could feel the contributions. That's actually a better way of putting it. I gotta tell you, you probably saw me looking at my computer, but I was not paying attention to the lyrics at all. I have no idea what's going on. Literally no idea. But we need to talk about one thing in here, okay? And by the way, I hope that nowadays, please, if anything, listen to the song with me, because now I comment during the songs. Lightly, but I do comment during the songs, because that's when I can really kind of let my in-the-moment reaction out, and I don't have to try and remember everything I want to say till the very end. But let's go back to 10 minutes and maybe 30 seconds, maybe a little before that. Okay, I need your help. There is a section in here that sounds exactly, it's not even a question in my mind, exactly like another song. And I can't quite remember which band it's from. I can hear some of it, but I would have to sit here in silence and really think about it, and I don't want to sit in silence in front of you guys. It's either Gong or Caravan. Con. It's Con. I just thought of it. Right? I think it's Con that I'm thinking of. I gotta find the moment. You guys know what I'm talking about. I think it's right around here. Hold on. Let me turn the volume down. Hold on. Is it? I think it's coming up. I think it's this. Here you go. That's Con. Even vocal melodies are extremely similar, guys. That's Con. I just thought of it while I was here. Is there some relation, or is this like I don't want to say ripoff, but is there a connection that's why? I knew it was some Canterbury sound. I heard that, I was like, that's a Canterbury sound. What's Con doing in here? What's Con doing in the mix? This is actually perfect to put in that meme from Star Trek. Con! Okay. Let's see if we can figure out the meaning of this track here, because apparently, according to Wikipedia, this is a concept album. And by the way, I forgot to mention something as well while we're in the midst of our conversation. I meant to do this at the beginning of the video, and that's when I typically do this kind of thing. But before we get into the lyrics, I would like to recommend you guys something really super quick while you're here. So I recommended a long time ago this band called Giant the Vine, and they released a live video, a live performance of their song The Rose, which, if you like Nektar, if you like progressive rock, if you like just a mood, sit down after this video, take a listen to it. I'll put a link in the description below. Let them know who sent you. Let them know who sent you. But they actually sent this to me, and I gave it a listen. I was like, ooh, this is nice. I got to share this with everybody. So, Giant the Vine, The Rose, live in studio. I'll put that in the links down below. Let's get into these lyrics, see if we can parse out a meaning. Take a trip back with Father Tiresias. In time, life evolving, growing higher. Not just space that bluebird sees in the sea. A new domain. Evolution. Okay, so it's life beginning. Swimming forth came on land, beast to ape, grasping hands. Thinking kill, never ran, lived in case, enter man. Okay, so actually, I really wasn't paying attention to the lyrics much. I was just kind of... Sometimes I'm just listening and kind of living in the moment, you know? I don't always have like a great amount of things to say on the music. I don't have like a formal musical education, so I can't speak to anything like that. Sometimes I'm just vibing, especially after work. I'm just listening to the music. I'm just having a good time. Hope you're having. Tame the fire, prophesied length of day and height of sky. made his tools, chased his meal, then progressed, he built the wheel. So we are really getting the evolution and the building up of mankind, of humans, falling down from heaven, twisted leaves, so twisted, still so strong after all those lies. So we're getting a lot of things here. So within the midst of these verses, we're also having words that are being said. The first is evolution, and the second is lies. I can see the meaning, twisted tree, so twisted, spin the wheel of never ending. And then the word there is time. So evolution, lies, time. Blessed were the ways of the creatures in the caves who hold the last clue in the life of me and you. They had to fight to make their rights, or make good their rights, and Bluebird could not stir. Who made you and who made me? Who are the eyes of the world that look at me? So we're getting like a questioning of God and godhood and creation, etc., etc. And where did we come from? What's the purpose of life? The normal thoughts of people. Before we get any deeper, I'm forgetting a lot of things in the beginning of the video, but the album cover, you guys see it. I don't need to shake my phone. Why did I put my phone up? The album cover was up for like 20 minutes. The album cover is absolutely gorgeous. It's incredibly attractive. If I was in a record store, if I was in a CD shop and I saw that without knowing anything about the band, I would have absolutely grabbed that album. And that is what I used to do when I was a teenager. Absolutely. I got a lot of stupid records. But doing that, a lot of waste of money, I'm going to be honest. Falling from their saddles, victories, lost battles, spin the wheel of never ending. So just the wheels turning, turning, turning. Blessed were the ways of the sinners in their graves who saved the last place in the shade for me and you. 40,000 teeth were bared as if to rip the flesh already torn. I was the first to see it all when Rainbow crossed the bridge at dawn. 40 billion miles I came to tell this tale already told. So he's coming to tell this tale already told. So remember the future. We got time travelers. Remember the future, remember the future. Remember the first time I came here, the last time. Remember the future will always be there. But now it's over. I'll see you the next time. Remember the future is yours. So this is like a time traveling prophet that's coming back and saying like, hey, I'll see you again, just under different circumstances. And so I have told you, you see what's before you. Remember the future is yours. Remember the future. At this exact point, I have no idea what the actual concept of the album is. I remember the future. This guy came back in time. Maybe. I don't know if it's a literal concept album, but there's some going back to the past, talking about evolution, perhaps bringing news of the future and maybe things that can be fixed later on. Mistakes were made, and so this man is going back in time to... I don't know. Either way, music is really good, so let me know what you guys thought of the track. Please, in the comments down below, let me know what you thought of this perfect song. And yeah, it is perfect. You can also follow me on Twitter. You can support myself and the channel on Patreon as well if you'd like. But otherwise, please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you as always for being here, spending some time with me. I appreciate you. And have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Bye.